Hello, my people. As usual, apart from selling cars to you, I advise you because I care about your money that you're just about to spend. And today's topic is good. So you better listen. If you're outside there, you're planning to buy a car, or your relative is planning to buy a car, or you never know, at some point you'll want to buy a car. Take note of this. This is what many car dealers will not tell you. This is what you don't know when you're going to buy a car. And since I like my viewers and my customers, let's talk about this, okay? Number one, I'll dive into this topic of hire purchase, which is one of the best methods we are using to selling cars to clients. Remember, like when you're coming to buy a hire purchase, you've seen people saying, kuja na hii deposit, come with this deposit, then balance will give you 24 months, 30 months, even 36 months, 3 years. But there are some things that people don't tell you. The car dealers won't say when they are telling you to come to buy those cars on hire purchase. By the way, before even I say, hire purchase is one of the best methods. Remember, you only need your ID, your KRA PIN, and your deposit. Then you are good to go. The process will take between 2 to 3 hours. You are gone, right? Nobody is going to ask for your bank statements, guarantors, blah, blah, those things. No. But what they don't tell you is that when you're coming to buy these cars on hire purchase, remember there are charges incurred. Before you go to those charges, hire purchase, the car, the total amount of the car is not the same as when you're buying a car. Let's take, for instance, you're buying a Toyota Passo. Currently, a Toyota Passo is going for 1.1. Are we together? So if you're going to take 1 year for hire purchase, remember the total amount of this car you'll have to add like 120,000, because there's this category of the small cars they just use 10, 10, 10, 10 every month for. So for 1 year, that will be 120. So it is 1.1 plus 120 because there must be interest. Usidanganye, there's no hire purchase that you're going to be given for that long period of time with no interest. So kutakuwa na interest, okay? So what happens is that you will pay like 500 deposit, okay? Then how you calculate is very simple. Just take 1.1 plus 120 if you're taking for 1 year. If it is 2 years, plus 240, okay? That is the total amount. So 1.1 plus 240 if you're going to take for 2 years plus 240. The answer you get minus your deposit. The answer you get divided by 24 months. So when you're buying on hire purchase, just put in your mind that kuna kuanga na interest. Na hizo ni gari ndogo. So if you go to bigger cars, that monthly interest also goes high. Gari kama Prado, they put around 20,000, 18,000, 20,000 per month. So if you're buying a Prado which is 7 million, for 1 year, just take like 18,000 times, okay, 12 months, then you add on top. Is that clear? That is number one, and I thought you should know. At the same time, apart from the interest, remember there is a tracker that you pay 20,000 shillings when you're coming to buy, and this is flat rate in all the showrooms in Mombasa. You will pay 20,000 shillings per year. What they don't tell you is that this tracker is renewed per year. Are we together? So you'll pay 20, the next year you'll pay, I think, 15. If you're taking 3 years, the last year you'll pay like 10. But it's renewed per year. Is that clear? So the tracker money is always there. That is 20,000. Then the insurance. Because this showroom has not asked you for any guarantor, any bank statement. So the only security is insurance and tracker. So remember, the insurance also has to be catered by the buyer. I hope I'm clear there. Insurance is like 4.5% if it's a big car, 6% if it's a small car. Yeah, like that. The other issue that maybe you are not told, or even before that, remember different showrooms act differently. That's why when you are coming to buy a car, if you have to choose a showroom, please deal with somebody at least who knows that showroom. Something you don't know, all the showrooms, nearly all, apart from few that I know, they will take you, when you are coming to buy a car, you will be their darling. Even the language they are speaking to you before you deposit that amount, they are very good language. Give you a soda, give you water, enjoy. But the moment you deposit money into the account, now you see even the people start changing. Even the pace at which they are doing things, applying for your insurance, applying for your number, the pace now goes down. That will also apply when you've left with your car, you've gone. Are we together? Now, if you ask something, oh, my insurance has expired, send me the sticker, they take time. Go, you have not booked the allocation. That's why I always insist, when you're buying a car today, make sure you leave with the allocation today. The number plate, remember, is the showroom that has to put pressure on NTSA to give you the number plate. They just dilly-dally around. So know the type of showrooms you are dealing with. Or if you have your agent here, make sure it is your agent who is on toes on that showroom until you get all your stuffs done. Most of these showrooms, apart from a few, I don't want to mention their names here. I've also dealt with some friends of mine who have showrooms who are very, very prompt. After, before, everything is just constant. They work diligently to ensure that the client has gotten his demands attended to. The other thing, when you're coming to buy this car, people will not tell you that this car will not be fueled. It will not fuel itself. You have to fuel. When you're coming to buy these cars, for example, in Mombasa, budget for your fuel. If it's these small cars, at least have 7,000. If it's a car like Harrier, have at least 10,000 to take you up to Nairobi and so on. If it's a car like Prado, at least have 14,000, 15,000. Are we together? You have to fuel your car. Secondly, you will have to do that service. Okay? They don't tell you. These are extra costs. I'm just preparing you. You have to fuel, you have to do service. At least oil filter, air cleaner, those three has to be changed, because you see, oil imetoka Japan. It is not, not what? It's not, which word can I say? It's not as per our tropics, you see. So lazima ubadilishe hiyo oil, uweke oil ya huku. Sini sawa? So oil filter, ya cleaner, but it's not very expensive. Kwa gari ndogo hizi, ukitumia oil ya 5,000 kilometers, it will take you like oil filter ya cleaner like 3,800. Not unless you want the best oil that is synthetic, ndio itakula kama 7,000 and something for these big cars. Sini sawa? So you have to know there's that cost. Now, even these people you are buying the car from, what they will not tell you is that when you've taken 24 months and you decide to pay for 12 months, you must get a discount for that. They must scrap. For example, I started by giving you an example of parcel. So on a 1 year, interest need 120, 2 years interest need 240. So if you had taken for 2 years, then you happen to clear it within 1 year, interest yenye inastahili apply kwa hiyo gari ni 120,000 peke yake. But if you just keep quiet, you say, oh, so what was the total amount? Was 1.1 plus 240. I want to clear it now. Nifanyie transfer. Bro, you are supposed to be given a discount because you are clearing earlier than the expected time. They will not tell you that. They will keep quiet unless you ask. Tunaendelea. This is the bitter truth that they will not tell you. Yes, your car can be repossessed. I hope that is very clear. Very friendly showrooms will give you 1 month, you have not paid. 2 months, you have not paid. The third month, that's the time they will come for your car. They will repossess, and it's within their right to repossess because you have failed to pay. But bad showrooms will give you 1 month. 1 month, and some even don't call. You are supposed to pay on 13th. 13th, no payment, right? They'll give you like 5 days. Auctioneers, they come pick their car. Know the kind of showrooms you are dealing with. And there are some showrooms you can even go 5 months and nothing will happen. Are we together? There are some who can go even 6 months, provided there is communication. So it is true, they will not tell you that you are buying this car on hire purchase and will repossess your car. Your car will be repossessed, trust me, if you don't pay. So I always advise my clients, if you bought a car on hire purchase, please communicate. If there is any challenge as far as finances are concerned, please communicate. If you keep quiet, please put yourself in that showroom's shoe. You'll have also repossessed that car. I hope that's clear. We continue. Something you don't know, and it's your right. When you bought this car, you have a right to access the tracker. Are we together? Of course, the main domain is for the showroom, but you, even as a buyer, you have a right to access, you have a right to track your car. Yes, they can send you a link to access. Yes, you cannot change the password or anything, but you can access your car. For example, you bought a car, it's an Uber car, somebody is using that car, or it's a car for those people who do car hire business, right? You need to know where your car is, okay? So it is your right, if that car was fixed for that tracker, which you paid 20,000, it's your right to know where that car is. So after you've paid, 2 or 3 days later, ask them to send you that link so that you can also access that tracker. Usinyamaze. This one goes to even those people who've just already bought their cars You have a right to access that tracker, bro. You paid for it, 20,000. Is that clear? Okay. The other thing, you should also know that if you are spending, if you have invested more than 1 million, even 500,000, no, there's no car which is foreign use that is 500,000. Let's talk from 1 million upwards, the foreign use cars. If you've invested all that money in that car, please, it is not worth not trying at least to pay 500 shillings to verify the mileage of that car. Some time back, we used to verify the mileages for free, but things have changed. Nowadays, you have to pay 500 shillings. So if it's a car, if you bought a car worth maybe 4 million, is it too much for you to pay 500 shillings just to verify the mileage? Because you see, there are some showrooms that have decided now to be very clever. Now that they know checking mileages is not for free all the time, now they are doctoring those mileages. Please, if you've if you are ready to pay all that money, 500 shillings is not a lot. Just go. If you want full report, it's 800 shillings. You see kuna ile report na kuna full report, 800 shillings, and you are spending more than 4 million. So what some showrooms will not tell you, utapata gari kona 30,000 mileage, you are contented, oh, I bought 30,000 mileage, and maybe that car came with 180, 150,000 mileage. Please be aware of that there is also room for you to check the mileage before you spend that money. I've spoken of these two things. You are told that this car is 2020. What the showroom will not tell you is how to help you verify. That's why I always insist. When you are buying a car, please insist on two things. Can you check the IDF? That is the entry document, or they call it the administrative document. Inside the administrative document, it will show you all the details of that car and the tax that was supposed to be paid when the car was being imported, right? It has everything. Even the year of that car is there. The engine number of that car is there, including the chassis, the engine number, all the details. So ask for the showroom to give you the IDF. If the car was inspected in Japan, please let them show you the QISJ certificate, because it will tell you the, the year of that car and also the genuine mileage as per the time of inspection. Itakwambia. Now, you should also know this. Not all cars are inspected in Japan. That is a topic that people don't know. You see, hii yenye tunaenda online tunaweka kwa QSJ then unapata. Not all cars were inspected in Japan. Some cars were inspected here in Kenya. Kuna watu wana import magari zao. For example, there are some cars that come from Australia. Some comes from Thailand. Some comes from European countries. Do you expect to find them in QSJ ya Japan? Of course no. So what happens is that in case of in terms of that in case of that, what am I saying, in such scenarios, that is the best word, you should ask the dealer to give you the certificate of inspection that was done here in Kenya. Is that clear? But if the car was imported in Japan, please look for the IDF and the certificate from KEBS after inspection there. There's something else I need to emphasize here. When you bought the car, there are transfer charges. After you finish, transfer charges is on you, not the showroom. The money that we pay at NTSA, it is on you, not the showroom. It's not a lot of money. 2,000 and something, 3,000 and something. Big cars, maybe 5,000, 6,000. So you should also know that when you have come and bought the car on cash, transfer fees was on you. Now, I also want to put this thing very clear, because there are some people who are coming to buy cars and they are very green. Bro, these cars, if the car is not registered, new number, that car has no logbook. Are we clear up to there? What happens is that when they apply the number, that's the time now they process together with the logbook, and later on you wait for your physical plates. Are we together? Nowadays we use the e-logbook, not the paper logbook, which is a bit fast. Wanaitoa haraka sana. So you should know that usije immediately unataka, you bought the car today, you want the logbook, okay, that one is possible, the logbook can be found, but you want the physical plate today, you have to know that it takes time for you to go there. Is that clear? Then, as I complete this, buying a car is not going to a market and buying tomatoes. You've spent a lot of money. Please take time, do your research, know the type of car you want to buy, do your research. from people who already have those cars. Do your research from online. Ask before you come and misuse your money. Buying a car is a process. It's not just waking up and you're going to buy a car. That's why I always say, don't trust. And by the way, some people are posting very funny prices online. Don't trust every price you see online. Try to do some due diligence. No wonder I always say, don't trust everything online. Even myself, I've told you several times, don't trust me. I always say, give me a trial. And if you go to my TikTok account, you will have seen so many people, happy clients that I've sold cars to. That's where we always post. So you can give us a try and we'll make sure we deliver. Sini sawa? Hakuna kona kona, hakuna sijui chenga chenga. What we say is what you will get. No wonder I'm never behind the cameras. I'm always in front of the camera. This is the face you will see when you come. And if I've posted the car is 2 million, it will be 2 million. There's nothing that is going to change. So take note of this when you are coming to buy these cars. If you need any help from us, remember I always tell you, check our videos. If you haven't seen any car and you need that car, tell us to try to get that car for you. We might not have that car in the showroom, but if you tell us in advance, it's easier for us to source that car for you. And I always say, don't tell me, Billy, nimefika Mombasa town. What if I don't have that car? I'll not assist you, but at least if you tell us earlier, maybe a day or 2 days before you come, we prepare. If we don't have that car, we'll source that car for you immediately and at a good price. Is that clear? And secondly, enough, guys, I prefer calls. Give me a call, I'll answer you immediately rather than now texting. I have thousands of texts. I'm a human being. Sometimes I'm bound to fail. So I cannot be able to reply all the texts. But if you give me a call, you be rest assured, I'll give you the best answer immediately. And if it's sending a picture, I'll do that immediately. Since our guys. So if you're outside there, you need any of these cars that we always post, please give us a call. These are people you can trust. I'm a public figure, if I can call that. My face is all over social media. Go to Google and Google who is Billy Peps. There's nothing I can do with your money. You can trust me on that, and I'll make sure I give you the best deal. Till the next one, guys. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you haven't followed us, please follow us. All I can say for now is Bella, ciao.